Hello everyone, my name is Patrik Pollak. We have another season of raceboard starting in Europe, and we have a slight update on the 100 boards carbon mast tracks that I am using, and many of the competitors are using as well. There is not many changes because over the years it was developed to a stage where all the things are working as they are supposed to work, and there is not much that can be done. I have here two mast tracks. With 100 boards they can make the mast track specific length for your board, so if you even have an older board or some sort of custom board or whatever your need is, it can be done. Here I have two mast tracks. One is slightly shorter. That's a mast track for an Exocet board. The difference is that it limits the number of positions you can have. That's why we have here in front a stopper that makes the last position sort of further away from the front of the board. But compared to the other mast tracks from the previous year, as I said, there has not been a lot of changes.
One of the changes is that this pin that you see here is a little bit wider than the plastic. Before, the pin went all the way to the edge of the plastic, and sometimes it could move out from the ideal position, and then the aluminium part was not moving properly. Now we have a thread in the aluminium part and the plastic is narrower, so it's safer this way. And it always stays in the right position. One more change is the bottom of the pedal was before a 3D printed plastic. Now it's aluminium, so it's no chance it's gonna wear out over the time, and it will be working better this way. When you receive the mast track, the pedal is dismounted. You have two screws and the proper tool to fix it on the mast track before you put it in the board. Some screws for the mast track to put it in the board, and also a present from 100 boards.
This is how you get the mast track. You don't need to do a lot, just mount the pedal and it's ready to go. Nice touches are the screw that you can undo with your fingers to put the power joint in, and you can make it tight. You don't need to take or I at least don't take the power joint out every day. Once I come to the lake, I mount it in and it's there, and I'm happy with that. There is no pressure system that will allow it to jump out like we had 20 years ago, which is good because you don't want the board to get away from the sail.
Mast tracks are one of the things that easily spoil your day out on the water. So it's really good to have something that is reliable and it works perfectly and always stay the way it's supposed to stay. It also slides really easy, so you always stop the mast in the right position, which is really important during the racing. Even after almost 2 years of use, it's still working perfectly. You can see a little wear on the surface of the rail, but that comes from the use and it doesn't affect the way the trolley slides, because it slides on the wheel on the bottom of the mast track.
Compared to the mast track I am using in my board, which is a sort of older version, this new one has a different profile. It was made by 100 boards. It gives it a little bit smaller surface to touch with the power joint, so it will run even smoother. And it was not necessary to go all the way to the side of the board, so anything that doesn't have to be there doesn't have to be there. It works perfectly like it is now in the new version. I'd like to enjoy my days and I don't want to get it spoiled by the not functioning piece of my equipment, so that's why I am using these mast tracks from 100 boards, and they worked for me good all the time. Over the years we catch all the small things that they were causing problems. Now the carbon rod is working perfectly. even over time it is not wearing out. So I think everybody who will purchase this one, it will be happy with it and he will enjoy it.
Good luck with your sailing with new 100 Boardz Master.